Previously on the Budgeteers. After spending 10 days hitchhiking down the Baja Peninsula and couch surfing with some absolute legends, we finally made it to La Paz. Our plan was to jump on the ferry, but it was practically the same price as a flight, so we opted for the faster option to fly from La Paz to the city of Guadalajara.
Para agilizar la salida de todos, permita que la fila delante de usted salga primero.
Welcome to Guadalahara Airport. Thanks for flying with this beautiful airline Volaris. And please remember, we have some celebrities on board, the Budgeteers. Please remember to subscribe to their channel, like their videos, and share it on Facebook. Credit card? You got it. Name that movie.
Gracias. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Look who's here.
It's me!
It's Lena.
I made it!
Ty's died.
I didn't get lost. Ty's did.
Yeah. So we just caught a cheap, fast flight from La Paz.
This gives us a lot more distance in a lot less time.
Yes. There he is.
Hey, you guys are here as well.
Did you have a good flight?
I was here 24 hours early.
Not again. Alright, plan for us is to get out of the airport, get the bus to this main city, get the train to our couchsurfing host house. He's called Hector, and he has told us that he's a naturalist or a nudist. So we're not sure, but maybe when we get to his house, he'll be totally starkers or completely naked. So prepare for that.
And you travel for new experiences and meeting other cultures and lifestyles, so that's it.
And it'll be interesting to see what a Mexican dick looks like.
Right now we've arrived at what we think is the apartment of Hector.
We think this is his apartment block. We've got to figure out how to get in.
But there's no...
Hola, Hector!
There's no doorbell.
We're pretty sure that that's where he lives, but we just can't get in. Eventually one of his neighbours let us in. It turns out that because we were quite late, he'd actually fallen asleep. But we made our way upstairs and we were excited to meet our new host. Good morning!
Hello!
I really want to introduce you to our host. So yeah, come and sit down.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here he is!
My name is Hector. I'm from Guadalajara. I lived 8 years in the States and I've been couchsurfing for a couple of years.
First question is you're obviously a nudist or a naturalist, but he's naked.
Just in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, so you're a naturalist or actually a nudist. I mean, what is the difference? Is there a difference?
Nudism is more towards the liberty of being in your own skin. Naturism is more associated with nature. They tend to be healthy people, tend to be vegetarians or vegans. I really am into the philosophy of naturism and nudism, but I'm not a vegan. I love to eat meat.
Besides being naked at home, because I mean, who doesn't like being naked at home?
We all do that.
I love dancing naked at home, but that doesn't make me a nudist.
Thumbs up if you like walking around your house naked.
How else do you practice, or like where else do you practice?
The main thing that we're doing is we're sharing information of how the body is natural, how we're naturally beautiful. We desexualize the body that is hypersexualized. So we teach people that there's nothing wrong with your body and there's really no reason why, if you feel comfortable, if the weather is nice, you should be wearing clothes if you don't want to. We have naked yoga classes here every Sunday. We have reunions, events, birthday parties, baby showers, you name it, we do it naked.
So what's the end goal you want to reach?
We seek social, political, and legal recognition. So we know that we've made it where we want to arrive when you can walk down the street and buy milk or whatever at the store naked and no one is offended, but it's definitely going to be a lot of years before anything like that happens.
Is there anything else that you'd like to say that you missed?
Well, I would like to share the full experience, and I think that the only way to actually share the full experience is if you guys participate. I would love for you guys and for myself to prepare a meal and everyone be naked and just cook naked, eat naked, socialize naked, and then you guys can share your experience. And I think that the viewers would absolutely love that.
Oh God. All right. Let's think about it. So, the plan for the rest of the day anyway is go out to Guadalajara. You're gonna show us around a little bit, maybe get some ice cream and naked cooking challenge. All right, cool. Yeah, let's go out and have a good day. Peace. Hector was a really cool guy, and for the rest of the day, he took us on a guided tour of Guadalajara city, teaching us about the local history and letting us try the local food. Tortas, which is a famous local sandwich, which is fried and served in chili sauce, and they are absolutely delicious. The next day, we cooked and ate with Hector, but we decided that since we didn't feel comfortable being naked around each other just yet, we would keep our clothes on. Hector was an incredibly passionate guy, and we had a thoroughly enjoyable and educational couple of nights with him. But on the third day, we woke up and made our way to the outskirts of town to start our huge hitchhike south towards the border of Guatemala, which is over 2,000 kilometers away. We have a little bit of a problem, something that happens to me. Doesn't really happen to Ty, he's a lucky bastard.
I'm having an anxiety attack. I don't even know why, because there's nothing to be anxious about. But then on top of that, it's also my time of the month. I can't breathe. I have like really, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like all right here. And it's just not good.
But you know, talking about your anxiety is the best thing for it. It goes away because your mind thinks about how stupid it is. So if you ever having anxiety about going traveling, that's totally normal. If you have anxiety whilst you're traveling, that's even more normal. And
even if you don't, it's like not even about, like we have nowhere to be.
Yeah.
On a fucking highway in Mexico, I have nowhere to be. But yeah, I just wanted to be honest, because like Patty said, we're real people. We have to be honest with you guys about our experience. Right now I want to freaking die.
Yeah. Like I said to Lena, I said when she was really freaking out earlier, if it gets worse, we're really near a bus station, we'll just get a bus to Mexico City or a bus to the south. It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, okay, we're supposed to hitchhike everywhere, but like having an anxiety attack is horrible. And so plan B is if we aren't feeling better, we'll just fucking bus it. But hopefully we'll get a ride. Mexico City? Where? Oh, how many kilometers? No, not far. All right, have a nice day.
Where are they going?
They're just going to their house down the road, I think. I don't speak Spanish.
Can we come over? They insist on talking to the people, and I speak the language. And then I'm like, what'd they say? I don't know. I didn't understand. And they wonder why I have anxiety.
They probably said like, you want to ride to Guatemala? And we were like, no, no.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Come on, we can do this.
After getting it together and resisting all temptation to jump in front of a bus, we quickly got picked up by Tino.
Tino! Hero! Legend!
A young guy who was headed to Querétaro to make a delivery for work. He was nice enough to drop us off at a great spot, but with little sunlight left in the day, we had to quickly make a plan to hitch a ride around Mexico City in order to head down south. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to get picked up by one of the greatest guys we met on the entire trip.
¿De dónde vienen? De Inglaterra, de Londres, de Estados Unidos, ¿de dónde vienen?
Bélgica.
Oaxaca, Beatles.
Beatles?
Beatles.
Nice. Truck drivers have got a good sense of music.
Sabbath, Scorpions, Alemania.
Yeah.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Noé.
Noel?
Sí.
This guy was obviously into rock and roll, so we're probably gonna have a really nice hour and a half in this truck, hopefully.
¿Tú de dónde eres?
Maybe we could convince him to take us to Guatemala.
Yeah, just a slight detour.
Guapa, guapa.
México.
Viva Mexico.
¡Viva México! ¡Viva México! Inglaterra. Colombia, Inglaterra. México. Estados Unidos, América. ¡Viva el mundo! ¡Viva la gente! ¿Cómo no? ¡Viva la gente! Vamos a votar por la paz. A mí me gusta mucho Brasil.
Que si tienes algún mensaje para el mundo.
Espero que todo el mundo sea amistoso y hay que vivir la vida. No preocuparse por cosas que nos apachurren, sino ser felices a diario y vivir todos los minutos y segundos intensamente. Hay que ser positivo.
Sí.
Nada más. Y que viva el rock. Eso es, thank you.
That was the ride. That is what you dream of as a hitchhiker, right? He starts playing rock music, he pulls over, we buy a beer.
He tells us he hates racism.
Yeah.
He loves all the people.
And then he pulls over and he's like, oh, you need to try the local food here. And he buys us 2 tacos.
No, gorditas.
Two gorditas.
He made me eat 2 gorditas.
Which is good because that's the first thing you've eaten all day.
Yeah.
And then what?
He gave us this. Is it for the Virgin
Is this a
Mary?
trinket of Virgin Mary? Yeah, because he was a Catholic.
But not only is it a Catholic symbol, it's one of the big symbols of Mexico.
Yeah.
So it has double meaning for him. And he gave it to us to protect us and to guide us.
And yeah, worst case scenario is if the sun does go down and we haven't got a ride, we can just camp out in this beautiful meadow.
No.
Yeah, or just next to the road anyways. It's a funny thing, we've been hitchhiking since we've been on the road since...
Guys, we're only 3 hours from Puebla. We can do it.
8 o'clock in the morning.
2.5 if we get a regular car.
Your mood just changed.
Yeah, flip back to the beginning of this episode when Chia was a fucking anxiety.
Crying!
Now we're gonna get to Puebla.
We're not going to Puebla. We're going to Puebla.
Thankfully, we got picked up just before sunset by a young Mexican truck driver called Roberto. He was driving hundreds of kilometers down towards the south, which was great news for us.
We're on our way to Puebla, and we're gonna buy our driver a beer.
Yeah.
Roberto, una cerveza, o 2 cervezas. 5 cervezas. Life's good, we're on the road, we've had a really good, eventful day. Hitchhiking's fucking awesome. Budgeteers is fucking awesome.
We hitchhiked like 800 kilometers or even more in one day.
Yeah, bitch.
By the time we got to Puebla, we had been on the road for 16 hours, and so we needed to sleep. But not before we bought Roberto a beer for being such a cool guy and for driving us through most of the night.
Salud.
Salud, salud.
¿Sabe chocolate? Oh, sí sabe chocolate. Aquí dice.
Sabe chocolate, ¿verdad?
Sabe chocolate, aquí dice chocolate.
Sí, por eso la compraron.
Chingón.
Chocolate beer. And then it was time for us to get some sleep, ready for another big day of hitchhiking the next morning.
Take us to Oaxaca. Somebody please take us to Oaxaca. He's just gonna take us to the highway to Oaxaca.
We got a ride. What? Or we don't. Wait, what? What happened?
I have no idea what just happened.
So he stopped, told us to get in, and then as we were walking to the car, he was like, fuck this, and he bailed. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Antonio.
Ah, Antonio, gracias, Antonio. He's going so far. He's like going to the very last district of southern Mexico, really near Guatemala. Ty's got leg room.
Look at this.
Every time we get into a ride like this, Lena's always up front talking Spanish, getting to know the driver, making them feel comfortable, letting them know about this trip, what we're doing, and that we're nice people. So she always does a really good job.
She's doing a really good job.
Thanks.
Worst driver
We
ever.
just went down a fucking mountain.
We have a good time on these trips. We have a really big adventure, but we draw the line at
Unsafe
crazy,
driving.
unsafe drivers. And this guy had the monopoly. He was tired. He didn't sleep the night before because he got robbed. So we felt sorry for him. He was stressed. He was texting his partner, arguing on the phone, swerving across the streets.
He was really driving aggressive as well. All his frustration was all in the way that he was driving. It wasn't healthy at all.
Ty's offered to drive, but the car is like American, so it's all weird, right?
Yeah, it's also a really old car, and I'm in the middle of the mountains here. I wouldn't mind driving, but I'm not gonna test my driving skills right now.
Here.
Yeah.
with an angry person sitting next to me, like, what the fuck are you doing with my car?
So we just said, look, do we want to get to Chiapas, or do we want to stay alive? If you don't feel safe, just get the fuck out of the car, and if they take it the wrong way, then they take it the wrong way, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hitchhiked down that road and he's gone off into a ravine. I really wouldn't. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I hope he doesn't, but that's how he was driving. After ditching the dangerous driver, thankfully our next ride was far more sensible.
Manejando como un loco.
A safe ride.
However, our luck didn't really get much better as we hit huge traffic due to a local teacher's strike. Although we made some friends and we relaxed on the highway for a few hours, by the time it cleared up, a huge storm had arrived, and to make matters worse, the sun was going down. Since we had nowhere to stay, and for safety reasons we never hitchhike at night, we found ourselves at a local gas station where we would have to spend the night and try to avoid the storm as best as we could.
Good morning, everyone. It is 5:30 a.m. in the morning. Me and Lena haven't really slept the entire night because we wanted to stay awake and make sure that nobody steals our bags or our camera. Hopefully in 2 hours the sun will come up and we can start hitchhiking again. Luckily Patty's sleeping. I hope he'll be able to do the hitchhiking tomorrow because we will be knackered. We have a stray dog as a friend now.
Patty has somehow basically just slept through the night.
So that's a good
But
thing.
Ty's night, up all night.
Hopefully we'll get to Chiapas like midday for lunch or so.
Hopefully before midday. I'm aiming for before midday.
Well, we're up early enough, so.
Yeah, let's do
This house.
I think we're good. It's 7 in the morning. The princess has awoken.
I didn't sleep all night, by the way.
He did sleep all night. He did. Me and Ty. Ty and I were awake the whole time. Okay?
Lena's there with the computer. I'm like standing over there, just like guarding the place, the walking around. What the fuck was
Yeah. Rough night.
After our hitchhiking nightmare, we were hoping our luck would change, and it did. We got picked up quite quickly and started making our way down to Tuxtla Gutierrez, a city in the state of Chiapas. Due to the teacher strikes and Mexico's Independence Day, the town of Tuxtla was actually quite dead, so we decided the best plan of action was to catch up on showers and sleep. The following morning, we hopped on a cheap local bus that took us through the mountains all the way to the town of San Cristobal.
Well, that was an awesome bus ride. Really worth the money. Did you enjoy the trip?
Yeah, they had legroom in the bus. And we went through the clouds, had a lot of beautiful views.
Yeah, man.
Say hello.
We have absolutely no plan whatsoever when it comes to this town.
That's our plan.
Tacos.
Tacos is always the plan.
Taqueria.
There's a taqueria over there. The taqueria right here. There's a... This town looks awesome. Yeah, like welcome to a random town in Mexico. Look at this guy's mustache.
Very good.
Hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás? Ah, está muy chévere esa pinta. Oh, the chicken.
Are you asleep or are you dead?
Still moving.
I think he's asleep. We've hitchhiked pretty much the entire way. From Tijuana all the way down to the bottom of the Baja Peninsula, across the Guadalahara, and then down through to the very south of Mexico. No, we were waiting for you.
I'm trying on clothes.
Lena, would you say Mexico is a dangerous place to travel?
So dangerous. Don't come here, guys. Don't do it. You're gonna die.
Seriously though.
Seriously though. Do you want to know the one risk that I felt
Go on.
wanting to say, oh, that was so cheesy. No, it's amazing. It's so safe. Don't listen to the news. We've hitchhiked our entire hitchhiked. Is that right?
That's right.
Our entire way from top to bottom, and it's just been amazing.
Like, we're walking through the middle of this town right now holding a ridiculously big and stupid and expensive camera that's probably cost $1,000, and we don't have to worry, is someone going to grab the camera or...
No, but you do have to be aware.
Yeah.
But that's like anywhere you travel. Because there are bad people everywhere, but there are amazing people everywhere. And there are tacos.
Lots of tacos. Tyres, what do you think? Is it a safe place to travel?
It's a safe place to travel. Mexico has a really bad reputation internationally with all these drug cartels, but they're really nice people. But the only thing you have to do is be able to speak Spanish. And luckily we have Lena for that.
I think that's the fanciest coffee I've ever had.
That's the worst feeling. I just got brain freeze. Do you know why you get brain freeze, by the way? It's because as really cold ice is going down your throat, the vessel that feeds blood to your brain is right next to your gullet. So it freezes or really cools down the blood going to your brain. So then your brain freaks out. It's like, why is all the blood really cold? It's a horrible feeling, isn't it?
Let's try it. Let's all get brain freeze. One cocktail later.
This situation, this mullet situation is getting out of control. It looks so, look at this. This is what I have to put up with. Anyway, this fine gentleman's gonna cut my hair for like $4. Thank you. Gracias. Lena's gonna translate for me, bless her, because she speaks Spanish. I don't want to have a pink Mohican by the end of this. Basically, just see this situation.
Yeah.
That needs to go away. And tell them I really like it long. I don't really want him to cut my hair. Just need the back and the sides trimmed a bit and a little off top.
Que Le gusta que el pelo esté así largo. Lo que no le gusta es esta parte de atrás.
Es de aquí largo.
Es aquí largo, sí. Eres artist.
Aquí va a cortar poquito.
Dale.
Sí, puede cortar poco.
Trim a little, is that okay?
Poquito.
Poquito de arriba.
Despuntar, ¿sí?
Sí, poquito. Un poco.
Pero aquí, como sale esta, says it's gonna make you look like NASA.
I have an official Mexican haircut right now for $4. That was really relaxing. I felt so calm. This guy knows what he's doing. And he's an absolute babe. ¿Cómo se llama?
Mario.
Mario. Nice words. Me llamo Paddy.
¿Cómo?
Paddy.
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 Daddy.
Paddy, con P.
Paddy.
Paddy, exacto.
Paddy.
Yeah, thank you, Mario.
Para servirle.
That night, we decided we needed to get some sick footage of the town, so we budgeteered ourselves our very own drone, which is just me sitting on top of ties. The next day, we knew it was time to start making our way to Guatemala, so we pulled out our sickest dance moves, and slowly but surely, we started making our way there.
Pues yo siempre le digo a la gente.
Hey guys! So where are we right now? What's the name of this place?
Lagos de Colón.
This is a beautiful little lake. We are literally 1 kilometer from the border of Guatemala. Woo!
We made it.
It's mixed emotions right now because we've had such a good time in the south of Mexico.
I'm sad.
Mexico.
Yeah. We just need to show some love to our driver, right? We were just hitchhiking. Javier! Here he is. This guy is a legend. So he picked us up. We were like hitchhiking near some like farmyards or whatever. He pulls over, we're driving along, he just stops, buys us some beers, and we're just like, oh, thanks very much. Yeah. And he's like, oh, before you cross the border, let me take you here. What a legend. You know, this is why hitchhiking is so much fun. So unpredictable, but so much fun. One more thing we need to say about Javier. Javier, there he is. He was a teacher in the strikes. He is a teacher, and he was part of the protest that we saw in Tuxtla, and was one of the reasons why there was that in Veracruz. And you remember when the motorway got shut down and we were stuck in that traffic, it was these guys, and he was telling us that they've been protesting for 4 months.
Yeah, they've been protesting for the last 4 months, and they start school on Monday, so he's just headed back to his town.
Yeah, apparently Mexico are trying to privatize education, and they're not really happy about it because the government's corrupt and stuff like that. So go the protest.
Support.
You know, yeah, you know, education's really important, especially in countries like Mexico. So yeah, right now our budget stands at, we have $1,600 left between us, which is really good. We're way over half the distance of this trip. Obviously Mexico is massive. We didn't realize how big it was going to be. Mexico, what can we say?
Thank you. And now we're going for a swim.
I think hopefully we've shown you that Mexico isn't a dangerous, drug-ridden, cartel-run place, you know?
The people are amazing, the food's amazing. It's so big, there's so much to discover, we want to stay here.
32 states.
Mexican people, we love you. We're excited to go to Guatemala. It's just over there, but we are really, really, really sad to leave. But yeah, we're going to Guatemala in about 10 minutes after I swim in this lake.
Yeah.
But first we're going swimming.
All right. Oi.
No! Why would you have your phone in your swimsuit?
Guatemala. You're impossible to hitchhike, and you are unpredictable. Guatemala, Guatemala. Your food gives us the shits, but we don't mind.